You're listening to the Uncensored Truth Podcast with your brother, Old God and SamAnt. Be going all the way in today on this Wednesday, I think it is. I want y'all to go ahead and hit the like button for me and make sure that you share this video. Let me jump right into this one right here, man, because we did a real, I think, once again, objective, discussion on this yesterday. The Charlamagne and God, allegations, Star Chambers, whatever his name is now, Star and Buckwild. We talking about Troy Terrain, his government brought a young lady out who pretty much said that Charlamagne the God forcefully raped her, gave her some drinks, raped her. Now this happened, allegedly in 2001. Now the lady's coming forward, saying that she don't want no money from him or nothing. She just wants people to know who he is and that he is a liar. This is her words, right? But over here, we got the court documents. We got the court documents, over here. And the original video, Charlamagne the God, according to Troy Terrain, the Star Report channel, Charlamagne the God's legal team, did send him some correspondence. I guess they're going to try to take him to court, and they did have the original video removed, So, but Star did come on live this morning, and he did talk about it. So let me play that clip real. Then, man, I'm gonna go all the way in on this one. Let's hear what Star had to say this morning about Charlamagne's legal team contacting him.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Leonard. And Leonard, I think it's time that you and I address each other by Troy. Today, first, let me address my core audience, my supporters, my target demo, working class people, people who have careers, educated, homeowners. That's why I talk to you, folks. I don't talk to the 85%, the deaf, dumb, and the blind. My core audience. Oh, I'm going to bring you up to speed. A legal letter came down. Yes, it did, from Charlamagne's legal team. Yeah. Leonard. And, Leonard, I think it's time that you and I address each other by, Troy, that's me, and Leonard, that's you. Never mind all that, Charlamagne and Star stuff. We've got a serious matter here. Official documents. I'm going to break down the letter. The letter's weak. I got to say it's weak. Weak case law. Somewhat of a threat. But more so trying to appeal to me, to my better senses. Huh? Knockout blow. Bang! A wheel kick. Let me first start out by saying I have no malice towards this man. I don't know him. This has nothing to do with Rashawn Casey, a.k.a. DJ Envy. I've only met Envy one time in my life. They tried to reference that in the letter. Yeah, they did. Oh, you've got a long outstanding feud. Yada, yada, yada. Weak. I'm going to respond to it myself. I'm not going to spend a dime on legal fees. For those of you who know how I get down, I'm going to handle this via pro se. Via pro se. And depending on where Charlamagne and his legal team want to go, he might have to spend $1 million. Oh, I made iHeart spend close to $2 million a couple years ago when they tried to put me in some bullshit. I handle everything pro se. And for those of you who know what pro se means, that means you do all the work. I'm not spending $20,000, $30,000, $40,000. No. But all official documents. And let me just say that, yes, the video was taken down. You knew it was going to be taken down. Let's not play stupid. A good friend of mine shot me a text right after yesterday morning's show. He said, how long before that video gets taken down, Star? Come on. I responded and I said, let's find out.
All right, let's that Star right there, man. That was early. That's a clip of what he he spoke about, being served some legal papers by Charlamagne. Now we have the actual documents, in our possession, now. SamAnt, we talked about this, to nauseam yesterday, but as you got a chance to lay down, now you see him coming back out. What do you think about this situation, after a day passed, Charlamagne getting the video taken down, Star pretty much standing in the position saying that, look, man, I'm not, I don't have no beef. It ain't about the envy situation. I'm just trying to get a victim some justice. He also came out and said, it's not in this clip, but I did hear him say it, that if anybody else has been assaulted by this brother, allegedly Charlamagne, they should come forward. What do you think about this?
So let me ask you a question real quick, and then I'll go on my 1-2.
No doubt.
If we did a video on Star, and okay, so he did that whole bullshit with envy happened at least a decade ago, right? He did some time. It was some nonsense, but he did it. It was in the past. Let's say me and you, for example, we bring on somebody closely related to it now and re-bring that and paint that picture back up. Would Star take that video down?
Possibly.
Like a motherfucker. He take that shit down. That shit would calm down. If we really came in on Star and Envy's daughter and brought that shit back up, he's not trying to be seen like that anymore. It's coming down.
As a matter of fact, I know somebody personally who he flagged.
It's bad for character.
Right.
You're not bringing it up. He says that he's trying to seek justice, yet in that whole video that we heard, and we didn't hear it all, I heard nothing about justice for this young woman. Now, yesterday, we did our 1-2. And shout out to everyone in the comment section who gave us love, because we really appreciate it. But I'm going to read one person's comments in particular, because I almost responded to your ass via comment, but I said, nope, I'm going to wait for me and my brother, Oh God, to get right here on the Uncensored Truth podcast, and I'm going to put your ass right on blast. Here it is. Holes in her story, which I said yesterday, there were holes in her story. Oh, this nigga is on Charlamagne's payroll. I'm guessing he's talking about me. And who made this nigga a lawyer? Why is Charlamagne's story he told to the public is different from court records? Does this nigga got a daughter? Would he say his daughter got holes in her story? Fuck out of here. I hate you clout ass chasing niggas.
Ooh,
wow. Okay. Says the brother Jacob Hendricks, who sits on the couch and watches every one of these clout chasing motherfucking networks all day long. Shout out to you, man. We really appreciate your comment. Thank you very much. When in regards to the facts, now a lot of people ran with what I said as far as Charlamagne being my idol. I've never met this man a day in my life. I respect his grind. I respect what he's been through. I read his book. I see him in a media field that we happen to be in, and I see him making moves. A brother making moves. Why can't I respect that shit? If I never met Charlamagne a day in my life, and I can attest to this with Oh God as well, we wouldn't care at all. Right. But we're going to lay down the facts. We're going to say what's real. We're going to say what's true. And what Star did, and he's very intelligent and methodical in the way he does, is he brought on a woman from a story that's 10 years old. We have court documents. We clearly see what Charlamagne was convicted for. Right. He addressed it 8 years ago. He addressed it in his book. Why the fuck are you bringing it back up now? Why? Questions would ask why. If everything is done, if the dust is settled and everything's done, what was Star's objective, brother, in bringing this shit out now on the heels of Charlamagne going to HBO, on the podcast being successful, on the Breakfast Club being the #1 syndicated radio show on the internet? Why now? Right. If you have nothing personal against it.
Yeah. And see, I'm gonna to talk about a few points that when they read the affidavit, if anybody's ever been in the system, it's like they will say, like, all right, the police are gonna say, like, in the affidavit, it says that this person did this. It don't mean they did it. Now, when you go to court, when you actually go to court, and you have, the police and everything, what happened here in the documents, and you can read them for yourself, get them, we'll leave them available. It'll be definitely on the website, hiphopun.com. I can't show them, on the screen for legal reasons, but, you gotta take my word for it on this. So I'm going to read it, verbatim. When you look at, the court documents and everything, Charlamagne was charged for, and this is what he was charged for, contributing to the delinquency of a minor, the state versus Leonard L. McClevey, or however you say the brother's last name. Hopefully I'm saying it right. No disrespect. So it's just like people see the mere allegations once again, and they think that it's real. Now, this is what happened, right? According to the documents, the girl calls the cops or whatever. The cops take her. They get the rape kit right away. Because I heard somebody in the comment section say, "How you know she went to the they went right away to get the rape kit." You know what I mean? Charlamagne, whatever, he's arrested, for it. They order, according to the documents, him be tested. So, and it says it right in here. I'm gonna pull it up. When you go, I'm gonna pull it up and read that part right here on the screen there. The reason why they were testing him is to see if he really indeed penetrated this woman. And the test came back that there was no DNA evidence to say that he did it, and the witness wasn't cooperating. And now she says that she wanted to, and her mother told her not to. That's funny to me. That's very funny to me. If you've been raped and you told your mom, look, these dudes raped me without a shadow of a doubt. Oh yeah, she's going to pursue it 110%. See, what I think that really happened was, to be a buck with you, and according to the report, the police said the woman was very intoxicated. You know what I'm saying? At the point in time, and maybe allegedly her mom kind of knew, you know, that whatever, she was going around doing her numbers, you know what I mean, in the community, and maybe didn't want to pursue it. That's just my opinion, because I don't see why you wouldn't want to. If your daughter was saying that she's raped and penetrated by a 22 or 23-year-old man, you know, at the time, why would you fall back if you got all the evidence that can slam this man shut? So it just goes to tell me that there was not enough evidence to bring, you know, a full conviction, and he got charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor. The paperwork is right here.
Well, that goes right and shows you the foundation of her parents. First off, because what's a 15-year-old doing drunk in that party anyway? How is that even allowed? Now, we all know teenagers. Me and you being a teenager once, we get into shit that our parents aren't aware of. But this is really smelling like a situation where them parents weren't strongly involved at the end of the day, and they didn't want the juice. They didn't want the drama. You tell me this: what man who has just raped a woman is going to walk in a police station voluntarily and say, "Yo, my bad. This was my party. I did it." Which one? Now, and this is what pisses me off. It doesn't piss me off, but it's crazy that people fail to really see the true facts. They see a headline and so gullible, they run with it. But when you hear Charlamagne's side of the story and you read the book and you hear from years and years and years,
it matches up with
the document. Yeah. It's so consistent.
Yeah. Yep.
He had a party. He threw it for his cousin who was going to Penn State University. His cousin's fucked up. He heard that they fucked up, and he's not saying something, unfortunately, did not happen to this young woman. He's clearly saying he did not do anything to this woman. He went to the police station. He said, listen, it was my alcohol. I bought it. It was this. He tried to take the rap for everything that happened as the leader of that party, but not any stretch of the imagination that he said, I raped a woman, because he didn't.
Right.
But we all know how the law system works. We all know how this shit works. We talked about it with Corey Miller a couple days ago. Right. They're going to get the highest celebrity, the main person there, and they're going to pin it on him. Charlamagne walked into the police station, took responsibility for what happened in the party, and they threw the rape charge allegation on him. And after further investigation, he was found not guilty. Star fails to not realize this, but he fails to mention that. He keeps clearly trying to paint the picture as though Charlamagne penetrated this woman, raped her, and now he's a pedophile rapist. That's very, very dangerous. You don't do that kind of thing. Right. Especially a star who has been in jail for this shit. Right. And I don't think he would consider himself a rapist, but he said some shit that got himself in trouble, and now he has to be stigmatized as that. And now he's almost doing the same thing a decade later.
Let me read. I'm gonna read this part right here. It says, this matter came before the court. It's kind of small, so bear with me. On the motion of Sharon B. Capers, assistant solicitor of the 9th Judicial Circuit, requesting that the defendant Leonard L. McKelvey be ordered to submit a sample of blood deemed necessary for evidentiary purposes with regard to the sexual assault of Jessica Reed on or about June 8th, 2001. So they this is what I was saying before. They gave him the test to find out. That's all I'm saying, to find out whether or not he did what she said that he did. And they found out that he didn't. He didn't get charged with rape. He got charged with contributing to the delinquency of a minor, which means buying them, alcohol when that's supposed to, shit like that. You know what I mean? But it wasn't nothing that was, heavy. So for Star to bring this out, man, I really do question the brother's motives.
It's nothing that needs to be brought up 10 years later. Like, what are you doing and why now? And it has a lot of real, just like it smells. That's all I'm gonna say. It smells. Definitely. And if any other evidence comes out, I'm gonna ask you a question. Yeah. If he did rape her, we on here smashing him, right or wrong. If evidence came out that this brother did something wrong to a young lady, underage female, whether that been 10 years ago, 2 years ago,
you gotta go in.
If all the evidence was there that he did it, what we doing right now?
You gotta go in.
We're going in.
You gotta go in.
We're going in.
And I implore everybody to please read through the documents themselves and don't get caught up in the affidavit of the police, because once the victim goes and says something, it's going to be on the affidavit. They can say, well, oh God is saying, man, robbed me. And if somebody went to the police station and said that right now, that's going to be on the affidavit. But don't mean that we did it because it's on the affidavit. We got to go to court and prove that we didn't do it. And that's what happened with the Charlamagne case. Clear cut. It is what it is. We're not lawyers but we know how to sift through facts and find the truth.
Star's playing on people's ignorance, and he's doing a very good job because you got a lot of ignorant people out here. He puts the thing up, he talks, he's very articulate, and people get into the first 3 minutes of the content because motherfuckers are just so they're attentive retarded. They don't really know how to pay fucking attention, and they go, oh yeah, he did it. Let's go in on Charlamagne now. This is the next wave. This is the next popular thing. Let's go tear Charlamagne's life up because someone made up a story.
And what's crazy about it too, real quick, with people now, I see people even trying to make, references to Bill Cosby and, with the whole thing. It's just like, that's why I say very clever to bring this out right now because the war is going to go. I don't care if the video's down. Millions of people, thousands of people got the video. It doesn't matter if it's down. It's all over the internet
planted
now.
The seed.
Right.
The seed is planted. And like I said, why wouldn't Charlamagne take that down? And you knew it was coming down and you wanted to use that as bait as well. You're very smart. Because like I said, if me and you go in today randomly for no reason and want to bring up the Star Envy situation again and we have some fun with it, rest assured, enough eyes here, that bitch is coming down.
Yes, sir. But you're listening to the Uncensored Truth Podcast with your brother, Old God and SamAnt. We're going all the way in today on this Wednesday evening. We appreciate everybody listening. Please hit the share button.
Say you get money, you not the only one. You a shooter, a killer, you not the only one. When it's wartime, my bullets gon' block the sun. But you thought you had the only gun. Nigga talk like a man and put your shoulders up. And when the smoke dust settle, you know the